Hello, my little subjects. My name's King Wolfowl. Welcome to the Pokemon Crystal Nuzlocke. Why are we playing Crystal, you ask? Because it's my favorite Pokemon game of all time. It's probably the video game I've sunk the most hours into total, like period. Crystal is probably, if we looked at all of the games I've ever played, right? Crystal more than likely, what I've sunk the most hours into total, period. We're going to do this. I don't know how accurately this tracks, because of the super legit Game Boy Advance that I am playing this on. I don't know how accurately the time tracks, so we'll find out. Also, I'm actually now assuming super speed's probably gonna screw that up, but we'll find out. So Pokemon Crystal is probably the game I have sunk the most hours into total in any video game ever. It's the game that made me fall in love with Pokemon. I'm a Gen 2 fanboy all the way. If you ask me what my favorite gen is, I will say Gen 2 for the rest of time. No matter how much I like newer Pokemon, I accidentally just hit the super speed button already, so this is going great. Let me see. Wolf. I think I can fit exactly Wolf, Owl, Sick. Perfect. I am super ready, actually. To address a couple things. One, let me look at OBS real quick and see how... Okay, that looks nice. I fixed my Game Boy recording issue on OBS. For those who watched the last Nuzlocke, the Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke, I actually had to take a break because the OBS just would not record my Game Boy. So I fixed that. Hi, our neighbor Professor Elm was looking for you. He said he wanted you to do something for him. Almost forgot, blah, blah, blah. Pokemon gear, thank you, thank you. Love Pokemon gear, great addition to the game. Blah, blah, blah. It is... Ooh, what day is it, actually? It is almost midnight, but it is a Tuesday when I'm recording this. Is it? It is, because I'm off for work tomorrow, which is Wednesday. It is not DST right now. I don't know, honestly, and honestly, that hour don't make a difference because of the time I record most days. We're going to be playing majority of this game at nighttime, unless super speed affects that. I will, because of how this game works, try to record at different times of the day when I can. But majority of this game is going to be played at nighttime. Hi, friend. So this is the Pokemon. Alright, they just beat me up. That sucks. Yo, Elm! What's up, bud? Wolfowl! There you are. I needed to ask a favor. I'm conducting new Pokemon research right now. I was wondering if you could help me with it. Wolfowl, you see? I'm writing a paper that I want to present at a conference, but there are some things I don't quite understand yet. So, I'd like you to raise a Pokemon that I recently caught. Got it. On it. Thanks, Wolfowl. God, that font looks awful for my name. I should have just went with Wolf. I announced my findings, blah, blah, blah. I'll give you credit. I actually won't because I'm an asshole. And I'm not going to give you credit for any of the work you did because I'm Professor L. You can't count on it. Got it. Blah, blah, blah. Mr. Pokemon wants to see me, but I'm going to send you instead, you 10-year-old child that I'm giving a dangerous monster immediately. Couple things to note. One, I know the previous Nuzlocke ended in slightly controversial fashion when I got way too drunk and decided to level all my Pokemon to level 80 plus to fight the Pokemon League. So I'm going to try and be a little more strict with my leveling. I don't have strict level caps, but I'm gonna try and like be more strict with how I level. I'm gonna like try not to over level too much. I'll probably look up gyms in between episodes to like, okay, this is the next gym, here's what level I want to be. I'll try and do that more so that it's not as easy in this one. And then 2, with the night and day cycle, I'm still counting each area as one encounter, so I have to kind of decide whether I want to try an encounter during night or day. That might just ultimately come up to what time of day am I recording the game, is it daytime or nighttime in the game, blah 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 blah. Like I said, I don't know how well this super legal Game Boy Advance tracks day and night cycles in the games. The day and night cycles do have different encounters. I did randomize it to have different encounters between day and night cycles, so depending on what type of day, it will change. Like the randomization in this game is insane at this point, because day and night cycles have different mons. I believe I can catch legendaries in the wild. I don't remember how I randomized it exactly. Trainers can have legendaries. My rivals should keep their starter throughout. And then I had what was the other thing I added? There was something else I added that I wanted to mention that I fixed so Pokemon that have level like trade level or trade evolutions or evolutions I can't acquire in base game are changed. So if one of our starter choices is a Haunter per se, I could just level it to get Gengar. With that being said, we'll get into why I love Gen 2 so much kind of throughout the playthrough of this game, but let's get into our starter. So we have Remoraid. That's not an awful choice. I like Octillery. I like Octillery. Ledyba! Oh! I like Ledyba, and I like its evolution. Oh, I like Ledian and Ledyba. I'm a Bug-type fan. Cyndaquil, that's just Cyndaquil. That is just straight up Cyndaquil. Yes. Now, normally, I'm a Totodile guy. I'm not a huge fan of Cyndaquil, but if you're gonna give me one of the 3 starters, you know what? Honestly, I don't like that. I have to face a tough choice right now. Do I re-randomize, or do I take the Cyndaquil? Because I feel like taking the Cyndaquil... You know what? We're going to take the Cyndaquil. I could... Let me know in the comments. If you want me to re-randomize, we'll redo episode 1. And by that, I mean, no, we're not going to. I'm not going to listen to you. Shut up. I'm taking the Cyndaquil. And we're going to name you... Muffin. Your name is Muffin now. So I've always been a Totodile guy. Totodile is my favorite starter of all time, period. And I'm so happy. Pokemon Legends is coming out. The new Legends game is coming out soon-ish as of recording this. I think it's by the end of the year, because the Switch 2, I think, comes out this year. And Totodile being a starter for that just guarantees that I have to buy myself a Switch 2 and also be a Totodile main. I'm also just now realizing I really need to fix this. The first thing I usually do when I open Pokemon Crystal is I change that, and I change this to this one. I like this one. Look at that. Look how nice that border is. It's like braided cable. It's so nice. Alright, so we have a Cyndaquil named Muffin as our starter for this randomized Nuzlocke. Why do you have an item? You always have... No, yeah, they have a berry. They start with a berry. That makes sense. Because I usually end up giving it to the berry guy as soon as I can, because it's a berry guy in the route. Yeah, so as in the last game where like I didn't know how Pokemon works, and I was kind of like, oh, I don't know how Gen 1 works, blah, 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 blah. I don't have many excuses for this game. I should remember how this game works, because every time I've ever downloaded a super legal Game Boy... I'm gonna finish that in a second. Tyranitar is my favorite Pokemon of all time. Period. If I can catch a Tyranitar for my team immediately, I will cry. Tyranitar is my favorite, but a lot of my favorite Pokemon come from Gen 2. I really love Gen 2. Anyway, what I was saying is, oh, that's not good, actually. That's really not good. Let me see how much damage you do when you hit me. Although you won't learn much. Oh, you know Sandstorm right off the bat. That's really bad, actually. If I can't catch you within 5... Oh, that's really bad. That's really not good for me. I really love Tyranitar, but I don't want to run into it. Anyway. I was saying something, and now I can't remember. Oh! I know so much more about Gen 2 than I do about Gen 1. I played this game more recently than Gen 1. Every time I've ever downloaded a super legal Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance, it's probably the first game I downloaded is Pokemon Crystal. Every single time. So it's also Dugong would also be a great add to the team immediately. That's crazy that it's like full D-level Pokemon immediately. So I hopefully I know a lot of the previous Nuzlocke was I don't know how type advantages work. I don't know what type this Pokemon is. I don't know where these items are. This game, I will know a lot more, and I should know a lot more, just offhand. There is a lot of stuff that I never did just because it was side stuff and I was a kid. But this is the video. This and Kingdom Hearts 2, I would say, are the two video games I have probably spent the most of my lifetime playing. If I had a spreadsheet in front of me that was like how many hours I've spent in a video game, this and Kingdom Hearts 2 would be at the top with nothing else near it. A Lapras! Dude, this randomizer is really looking out for me, except for the fact that I have a fire type, and two of my best choices are Lapras and Dugong. That's not good at all. I could also test, I could super speed to test and see whether or not the clock is going based off of my super real Game Boy Advance, or if it's going off of playtime. Cause the original game, 99% sure, went off the internal clock of the game, which is insane technology for the time, I should add. One of the many things I love about Gen 2, my controller just disconnected. Give me a second. We will get throughout this playthrough. We will get to why Gen 2 is my favorite gen of all time. I cannot praise Gen 2 enough. I know the biggest gripe I think with Gen 2 for a lot of people is the level curve, and then on top of the level curve, just I think the story lacks a bit, because obviously it's for the most part it's Team Rocket again, and you're doing the same thing. But the post game, the introduced mechanics, the influence on future generations, it's just Gen 2 for me is the generation. And I'm that way for a lot of things, actually. Not just Pokemon. I would genuinely love a Snubbull. I would genuinely love to have Granbull on the team. Let's see if we can get some levels though. Before we do this rival battle, because I don't know what the rival's gonna have. It's gonna be randomized. It's not even gonna be one of the other Pokemon like Remoraid or Ledibba. It might be. I don't know how that works. Just for me, for some reason, sequels always tend to do it. Like, my favorite Saw movie of all time. Saw is my favorite movie franchise. If you needed some look into how much I suck at choosing good media to intake. Saw 2 is my favorite Saw movie of all time. Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite video game of all time. Gen 2 is my favorite Pokemon generation of all time. Just sequels, for some reason, like, when a sequel is done right, it is the best. I love it. And I genuinely think Pokemon, like Gold, Silver, Crystal, especially Crystal, because you got the animated sprites, so it's the first animated sprites. Thank you for the berry. Why did I think... Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of Fire Red. There's a dude in Fire Red that's like, do you like berries? And if you don't have any berries in your inventory, he's like, well, fuck you. You're a liar. You don't love berries. You're a poser. All right, we're going to try and level Cyndaquil a little bit real quick. So, apologies for the super speeding that's about to happen. I'm going to try and keep it to a minimum, and I'll try to just super speed off camera, which is what I said in the last episode, or in the last series, but I super speeded a lot. All right, Venomoth. Tackle. And we're just going to super speed for a second. And keep in mind, if we die, that it's not... Actually, I would not mind Venomoth, actually. Okay, that's not good. Politoed! Dude! Oh, if I can get a Politoed immediately, I'll be happy. Alright, we're gonna take... See, here's what I was about to say. Keep in mind, it's a Nuzlocke. I haven't gotten my first Pokeballs yet, so that's not a failure yet. Dude, but a Politoed... Although, if Politoed kills us... Uh-oh. If we go to catch Politoed, Nick... Ursaring! Okay, Muffin has died twice now. Give me a second. We're gonna... Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Uh-oh, this is a problem. Up here's the same Mons, right? Uh-oh. Alright, we can beat Snubble. We can beat Snubble. What are we, level 8? Vaporeon! Dude, why is there so many water types? Or we're going to level 10 real quick. We're gonna super speed to level 10. We'll take the death. However, there's a with how our route is set up right now, there's a very real possibility we will lose Umbreon! There's a very real possibility we might lose this Nuzlocke immediately and have to start. Episode 2 will be episode 1, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, no more super speed. I'm gonna finish off my drink real quick. I've been yelling a lot. Let me check my phone real quick. Alright, no text from the wife telling me I'm being loud. That's sick. Not yet, at least. Okay. Rival battle. Let's see what Mon our rival has. If you pull out a Tyranitar, I'm gonna fight you. I would love to catch a Tyranitar, but I don't see it happening. I see it kicking out so quick. Ledyba. Okay, so you get Ledyba versus our Muffin. That's great for us. That is great for us, especially in the long run. I don't know if Ledyba will ever evolve. I do have Rival Keep's starter ticked. I don't know if I should have ticked like forced evolution because it might stay Ledyba forever. Someone who knows how to randomize games, let me know if Ledyba will stay Ledyba forever or if it will evolve into Ledian. Also, here's a little fun fact about King Wolfowl and how stupid he is. So, because your rival says their name is question mark, I did not realize that when the police interrogate you in a second, that meant that's where you name your rival, right? You know, like, you get to choose your rival's name because you get to tell them whatever, because the rival is telling you, oh, this is my name, but the game's like question mark because, yes. So I always just put question mark for my rival name when I played this game as a kid because I thought that was his actual name. And I was trying to tell the police the truth. As an adult, saying that out loud makes me realize how stupid I am. But just like before, we're gonna name you Lizard, after my friend Lizard D. James. Go check out his channel, please. He is a lovely human being. Fellow Pokemon fan, fellow pro wrestling fan, fellow fan of the anime. Lovely gentleman. Also runs a D&D campaign that I play in that is One Piece themed. It's very fun. Lovely man. Go check him out. Give him a shout out. Tell him Wolfowl sent you. This is terrible. Blah, 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 blah. Blee, blue, blah. Give me the Mr. Egg. Ah! All right, I cannot wait to see when that egg hatches into a... All right, I got a crap ton of Pokemon to guess from. I cannot wait for that egg to hatch into an Apom. Cannot wait. And if that hatches into an Apom, you have to subscribe because I'm psychic and I can kill you with my brain. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now here's the issue. I now have 5 Pokeballs, which means the Nuzlocke has officially started. I'm level 10. My Muffin is level 10. Now here's the issue. I don't know if there's any Pokemon on this path that I can catch even at level 5. I don't know if there's any Pokemon I can catch in a regular Pokeball in this path or the next one. I meant to say no. You know what, honestly, let's see what this randomizes to. Make it a Zapdos, I don't care. Oh, it didn't randomize. It didn't randomize. Either it didn't randomize or it randomized to a Rattata. No, this is not counted as our encounter. Shut up. I don't know. Why did it look so smooth? Also, what is about the like battle sprites in this game? Oh, I love second gen so much. It innovated so much. I think it, like, a lot of people's favorite gen is Gen 3, and I get it. I'm not a huge fan of Gen 3. We'll get into that when I move on to Pokemon Emerald. Not a huge fan of Gen 3, but I get why people love Gen 3. I just can't. Gen 2 walked so that Gen 3 and future generations could run. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's a Tyranitar. All right, we have to make this count. We have to make this count. We got to get it as low as we can. We're gonna fail. We're gonna fail the. We're gonna fail this immediately. We're gonna get you as low as we can. I'm gonna super speed because we're gonna get you as low as we can. No! I gotta learn my lesson about super speeding in these games. You know what I'm saying? Eventually I'm gonna kill enough Pokemon that I'm gonna be like, you know what, that's dumb. All right, so our immediate, very first encounter, my favorite Pokemon. I just slapped my mic. I'm so sorry if that was loud and annoying. My very first encounter in this game, my very favorite Pokemon of all time, and there's a Venusaur here, and we fail it because I'm super speeding like an asshole. And I continue to super speed like an asshole for no reason. Although we are close to time. Sorry if I've been rambling this entire episode. I've just been enjoying myself. So we're going to get our next 2 encounters. And we're going to call it there. So we have an encounter here. Route 46. We're getting it out of the way early. Ekans, you know what? I think that's one of the Pokemon that normally spawn here at night. But I'll take it because it'll be an easy catch. And I like Arbok. Although this might kill it. Oh no, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're chilling. We are chilling like a villain. Pack, Pokeball. Oh, the backpack. There's immediate. Ow, my hand. There's immediately a better innovation. Laid the groundwork for future Pokemon get. You son of a bitch. But the backpack here, if you remember in Gen 1, was all just one menu. Look at this. We got key items, balls, items, TMs. We have multiple pockets. We can fit so much more stuff in the backpack than we could in the previous game. I cannot wait to spend this entire series glazing the hell out of Gen 2. Are you kidding me? Can I even buy Pokeballs at the Pokemon Mart yet? I can't fight. There's no trainers I can fight until past... Uh-oh. Okay, Ekans is caught. We have 2 more Pokeballs to get our next encounter with. Do I have any money? Uh-oh. Alright, Ekans, what are we calling you? What are we calling you? What gender are you? You are female. Man, I can't name you after a celebrity or else someone's gonna be mad and be like, oh, you're calling that celebrity a snake? So I'm gonna name you Polly. Like Polly Pocket. She knows what she did. Alright. We're gonna probably go a little long, probably up to 30 minutes instead of like 25, like our normal time. Just to get some more encounters. All right, we can get a berry off of that tree, I'm pretty sure. Man, that hurts. It really hurts that I missed out on it. I honestly just should have just thrown a Pokeball at Tyranitar just to see what would happen. All right. Right here, right now, I'm making the executive decision. Giving berries to Pokemon does not count as healing during fights. So I'm gonna give berries to my Pokemon. And just not use potions during fights. Not use healing items during I'm not gonna use healing items during battles, but I will give them items that they can heal themselves with. Give me 1 second, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna try in future episodes to use super speed a lot less, but we're gonna get some things out of the way. We're gonna get the town map right quick. Did he give me the town map, or do I have to talk to him once he's inside? I don't remember. Okay, I think I have it, which should be part of the Poke Gear now. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. So we're going to save, and we're gonna one more encounter, and that's where we're gonna end this episode. Depending on how this next encounter goes, we may have to just spend next episode restarting the entire Nuzlocke, but it is what it is. Let me see. Do I have any money? I should have money because I beat my rival, right? I can buy 2 more Pokeballs. Oh, this game. Okay, there's something Gen 3 has over Gen 2. Pressing down gives 99, and I think Gen 3 forward, pressing down gives you the max amount you can purchase with your current amount of money. I will give that to Gen 3, okay? I will also give to Gen 3 phenomenal Pokemon designs. I think Gen 3 might have some of my favorite Pokemon designs, period. But I'm not a big fan of the story in the map. But we'll get into that more when we get to Pokemon Emerald. For now, we're going to continue to glaze Pokemon Crystal because I love it. Anyway, next encounter. Give me something good. Give me something good. Give me something good. Give me something good. I don't know if I can catch it. I don't know if I can catch it. I should smoke screen it a bunch, shouldn't I? That's not good. Alright, we're gonna super speed. I'm asleep. Alright. Super speed. Okay. We have to play this very carefully now, because I don't want to kill the Lapras, but I don't want to lose Muffin immediately. Please just catch. Please just stay in the Pokeball, because I don't want to have to kill you, and I don't want to die. Okay, so that's not good. Because I don't have any more encounters for a hot second. But I do fight a bunch of trainers so I can get another couple Pokeballs. Yes! Let's go! Sick. Oh, thank you. What do we name you, though? Female, we're gonna name you Birdie. I know you're not a bird Pokemon, but Birdie just feels right for a Lapras for me. Alright, so I'm gonna spend the in-betweens very, very carefully leveling my Pokemon to about level 10 each. Cyndaquil's already there. Maybe 15. Maybe we'll go to 15 just because I don't remember what the first gen's gym levels are. And we've already failed an encounter. So we have, what does Pally have? Oh, you have a berry. Oh, I gave you a berry. We're honestly probably going to be giving all our Pokemon berries forever. And I will have to... Actually, I have to hold on to a berry because I need to. So I'm going to take yours. And give it to Birdie for leveling reasons. And then actually, we're going to... Real quick, just to get some extra IVs real quick, or EVs. I don't remember what it is. So this game also introduced like the IV EV system, but I think it's only IVs. Or no. It introduced the IV EV system, but specific stats determines whether your Pokemon is shiny or not. And they're not the same as current IV-EV spread. It's complicated, and I'm not going to get into it because I'm not going to remember exactly how it works. But for now, in between episodes, I will. If you watch my previous Nuzlocke, you know I really try to be honest about what Pokemon die during training or not. We have Polly, Birdie, and Muffin. We failed our first encounter, but we got these two guys. So I'm going to hopefully level these guys up to around where Muffin's at for the next episode. We're going to take on some trainers, we probably won't do the first gym in the next episode, but we'll get to the town, and we'll get we can get, I think, 2 more encounters in the next episode, because we can technically do something in the unknown area, and we can get 1 more encounter on the way to the next city. So hopefully we'll have a team of at least 5 to take on the first gym, but we'll find out. For now, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Ignore my glasses clinking together. Be good people. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.